Welcome back. Chicago Night 3.
Chicago.
Please come to Chicago.
It's my kind of town.
It is. We got a mess of 6-minute songs. The first 3 were 6 minutes, so we opened with a 666, and the encore were each 6. So we closed with a 666.
That's funny. That's some serious numerology going on there.
Somebody's gonna tell me my numbers are wrong, but
probably.
Whatever.
Yeah, probably. But it looks good for now.
My numbers are right. If the clock is 12:35 now, if the song ends the last note and it just turns to 12:36, they get another minute.
You always round up.
Oh, I just do it by the time. If it starts at 10:33, then it ended at 10:44, it's 11 minutes. Even if it's really 12 minutes, because the way it falls.
Gets there. I see.
Scott, scroll up. I gave you a message. I left you a message. If you look down on your browser by the Wook Plus logo underneath the screen, there is a button that says join, but you can't do it on a phone. You have to go onto a PC or a laptop to do it. YouTube is weird. You can't change a thumbnail on a short on a PC. You have to do it on a phone. So anyway, we digress.
I think Kev actually got points tonight, Mike. I think he did pretty good. So I think he'll probably jump up a little bit, probably past me, because I'm fucking sucking right now.
You're gonna be mad. I got Twist, I got ACDC bag, and I believe I have Reba. So I got 3.
I'm proud of you for joining and getting on the bot. I'm very proud of you, Boomer, for figuring it out and doing it. Good job.
Well, as I told everyone at Set Break, my thing was I had this flash they were going to play She Caught the Katie, and I was like, if I do that as a bust down, I'll get 1,000,000 points and I'll just never do it again.
I know. I thought that would have been great. Just like I said, calling your shot, knocking it out, and just being like, peace, I did it. But you got 3. That's a pretty good. I mean, if that comes through, that's a pretty good opening night for you. I mean, again, I was impressed.
You're getting a free on Tuesday. Just stick with the free too. You're gonna get one. All right, Cars, Trucks, and Buses, fantastic opener, perfect for Chicago. First time I went to Chicago, we drove for 3 hours around the circle, and they kept sending us to the next lot. Till we finally just drove over a curb into the lot, and the guy comes running over, and we're like, $20, and he's like, cool.
You were like European Vacation, Big Ben Parliament, Big Ben Parliament, Big Ben Parliament.
Hey, look, there's a stadium. Oh.
Nice. That's great. Lucky 13. That's where I belong. I'll probably fall to 20th before this is all said and done. There's a prize for last place, right? To be the last person on the top 20, I think. Mike.
Nice.
Yeah, Kev, to your point, Cars, Trucks, Buses, awesome way to start the show. I knew right away I was screwed with my picks because my bust out tonight was going to be Peaches and Regalia. And as soon as they opened with an instrumental, I was like, well, that's over. But I love getting that. It's such a fun song to open with because it's one of those that what's next? You know what I mean? It's a fun little groove and you're grooving in it, but you know something good's coming after it, and it's that drop. And it's kind of how
you hope something good's coming.
You hope, well, yes. But I was gonna say it's kind of how all 3 nights were. The second song was where you were kind of in bated anticipation, and night 1 was such a not a letdown, but I don't know, not what I wanted in that too. And then tonight was great though. You got a bag, which was a very concisely nice packed in bag at 6 minutes. So it was
a
really
normal
cool
bag. It's the normal way you get a bag. It's a couple have been anomalies that have been a lot longer lately.
Yeah, so, but I mean,
I like the dropout of it. Yeah, the dropout of it into Funky B was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Interesting pairing. Lots and see, that's when I knew I wasn't getting. And I caught the Katie. She caught the Katie because that's where it would have been.
Right, and it should have been
your bust out spot.
I was like, I don't know. I'm so sick of MoMA and Funky Bitch and even Jibboo. All 3 of those songs are the same to me. They're this family of those songs. So yeah, whatever. I mean, it was fun. 2 Mike songs in the first set was kind of odd, and one wasn't the bluegrass song, which we've been used to getting a lot of lately. So that was different. But yeah, I was more excited about Alaska. I was super stoked for Alaska. I'm a huge fan of that song. I love it. I know there's like mixed bags on it. It's like some people are. I love it. I love the little groove it gets into. Like that's such a fun little 8 minutes. I don't know how you can like. If you're complaining about the lyrics,
It's their Tennessee Jed.
it is complete. Yes, totally. Yeah, perfect. Perfect comparison. Perfect. Great. Yes. Love it. So fun.
Mike, I think I picked ACDC Bag, Reba, Twist, Back on the Train, She Caught the Katie, and something else. I didn't take a picture of it or anything. I thought you could like look at it somewhere afterwards.
Right. I know that's the only problem.
I'm a big
That's
fan
why
of
we were
Reba.
talking to Mike. We feel like there's not being able to be transparent and see how scoring goes. I don't really trust you guys back there manipulating the scores. So we feel like there's a little behind the scenes action going on that we're not aware of since you guys run the whole system.
The question is, let's say you pick 6 songs and they're all bust outs. Do you get like all those points? Or do you only get points for the
that's what we're
bust
saying
out?
is we need to know the scoring system. I don't know this. I don't know what the scoring system is or how that even works. Like there should be, you know, like a manifesto of how it all breaks down for sure. For sure. Anyway,
All right, Mike's song.
Mike's
the set, Mike's song. A big beefy Mike's song there that just ended.
It did my least favorite thing when they do a Mike song. It just ended. I mean, it went into horn, which I love horn, but I don't need without the hydrogen and the pog there. It's not the same. It's just, what's up, Noogie? Enjoy those lots. Be careful of the balloons. It's just not the same.
Horn.
I love horn, but not getting my hydrogen and my pog there, it just leaves me so wanting and incomplete. I say it's their Help Slip Frank. I mean, it's so weird when you go to Franklin's later in the set or a cold start Franklin's without anything before or after, like you get with that pog encore. And it's weird when you would get like a help before they added the other 2 on the back end of it. And you're like, oh, okay, what's going after that now? Like, oh, you know, so it's weird with the mics. It just kind of like, to your point, it had that great build in it too. And you're like, oh man, if they drop into hydrogen,
They're gonna nail it right.
Yeah, it's gonna fucking bomb in this place and let's go. And they didn't. So, you know, whatever.
I like
Horn's great though.
Big fan. Any riff tune, anytime, give it to me. I'll even sit through Away. I'd much rather hear a Mound if I'm going to get a Mike song off of Rift.
Yes. But it was nice to get a horn. Like, yeah, Rift is just everything off of there, and you'll take it. So it's fun getting to it.
And then we got Reba. They did not whistle. I think this is the 4th Reba you told me, and definitely the most interesting of the tour. There were 2 different times where they got off of what they normally do, but it completely fit in with like a variation on a theme thing almost. And really good one. Really nice Reba tonight.
Really nice. Yeah, the 4th one, which showed. Again, we can complain about them repeating songs, but getting the practice and playing it makes such a difference. Oh God, like look what they can do if they play it a few times.
That needs it. A song like that needs it.
It's just amazing. And this one, yeah, the first time they played it this tour, they did the whistling in New Hampshire, and they haven't done it since then, or in New Haven or whatever it was, and they haven't done it since then. So I wonder if like maybe they were like, all right, no more whistling. We kind of no more. We don't want to do that. But you don't need it. I mean, that jam, I want to just live inside that Reba bliss. Like it's the best bliss from when it hits and right on through the end of that song. It was just so beautiful tonight, and like it just I don't know. It's just so gorgeous and so perfect. And 12 minutes, it was a perfect length right there. It was great.
2 for $5 balloons.
What?
What? The mafia shot themselves in the foot by having so many people.
Everything must go.
Yeah.
Chicago sale
on the bus. All right, Leaves. You know, I want to like Leaves a lot more than I do because it has a fantastic end to it. The solo, the second half of it's just fantastic, but I don't know. I just don't. Whatever. I don't jive with it. Good for them. It was a nice showcase. I think the problem is going to be with the next song.
Yeah,
having those 2 similar
together.
Right,
one or the other here. The 2 slowness together was kind of a little off in right here, but I really like Leaves. I think it's a really good song. I like the lyrics, and then I love the extended part of it. And 8 minutes was a great, like, that was a really good 8 minutes. And I feel like it doesn't get enough play at all. And I feel like if it got a little bit more into the rotation, you could accept it more.
It would do it good, right? It would do it some good. Yeah.
Right, it would do good. And at 8 minutes, right there, you could easily extend this out into like a heavy 15-minute jam vehicle and make something out of it, and get some of that driving, a little bit of darkness in there with it. I think it would be could be a lot heavier of a song if it could just get its way into the rotation. And I feel like on that note, there's plenty of songs it could replace. Personally, I could name.
Over a Life Beyond or something like that,
right?
Definitely.
And even like Lonely Trip these days, it gets played so much, and like definitely like Mercy. I mean, there's just so many that it could fill in for. So yes, but I liked it here. Taste was the back-to-back here got a little bit like, though you kind of wanted. I would rather have had something leading into Izabella that was a little more, but yeah,
right.
It's taste.
Right.
It's taste. It's a 7-minute taste.
Yeah, taste is good stuff. I'm glad that one's getting the time too. It's another one of those hard to play songs that needs the repetitions. You aren't going to hit you aren't going to hit the free throws like Jordan unless you're sitting there taking 1,000 shots a day. Had to get a Jordan reference.
But it's like light taste, free. All of those are getting a lot of like airtime these days, a lot of like that play. So yeah, to your point, it's good. Magnificent. Generally, it is. It is usually. It usually has a good build and a huge thing. But man, 7 was a little short.
I can see through the limes. I really can. I can see through the limes.
There's a lot
especially
of
in a margarita. If you hold the margarita up to the light. Izabella, you almost got it last night and he dropped it tonight. Somebody commented earlier that it's played a lot. It's gotten a lot more repetitions in 4.0, but it's still nowhere near a
overplayed,
everyday thing.
Yeah. I mean, a little bit more occasionally than it used to be as far as a huge bust out, but yeah, and I don't know, I'll take it anytime. I picked Bold as Love tonight because the other night you heard the Hendrix teases in there. I thought we'd get that, but you'll close the set too, like ripping, awesome, like fuck yeah, it's so good. I love it when Trey just does it hard, like the hard Hendrix. It's so good.
I wonder if
it was a nice wake up after, like we said, Leaves and Taste. Like you needed that kick in the ass to close the set. So unique spot for
I wonder if his kid was there. I always wonder what his kid thinks when he does Izabella.
I know.
All right. If you're watching later, leave a comment. If you're watching now, please maybe subscribe. We got a lot of big stuff coming up. Tomorrow morning, there's members thing, 9 a.m. that I do. And I think we have a festival thing coming out tomorrow, don't we? About Floyd Fest that's coming up. Yeah, Floyd
Fest. You're
Remember,
in charge of the schedule, not me. So if you don't know.
and check out, if you want to hear what the song Epitaph sounds like, look for the video we dropped earlier today.
Yes, an old lot video that Kev dropped today. Really fun. Like Tom Marshall came on and gave us a super sneak peek of that through his cell phone. That was a really fun conversation and awesome. I was glad
he did that. Epitaph needs to be revisited by the band because listening to that clip today, even though it's only like 30 seconds, I was like, that would be fun.
Yeah, and actually the trilogy, like why not get the whole thing and Steam, since he said like Steam was sort of the catalyst that started it all because there was more of that story. So it was really fast. I forgot all about that. So listening to that really made me be like, well, and you always bitch at me about the Setlist stories, but he's sitting there telling us that they're like, he creates those and stuff. Right. And so like, there's definitely a story in there. So I would love to I know they should totally do that sometime and play the trilogy. That'd be, but Epitaph does not get enough love.
No, it does not. Should have been on Sigma. Jibboo to open the set. We all knew that it was going to show up at some point. I think first this tour, maybe it's the second, but I think it might be the first this tour.
What, Jibboo?
Yeah, I feel like that. It started as a trio song when he had the trio in '99, and I feel like Farmhouse is basically a Tab album. because it's all those songs ended up on Farmhouse, and I think adding the keyboard takes away from it.
Really?
Yeah, I liked it as a trio thing. Some songs
Okay.
just need to have bass guitar and drums. Sometimes you're
I got
ZZ
you.
Top, sometimes you're not.
I got you. That's interesting. Yeah, it is the first one to tour. So good eye, Kev. That's crazy that it's the first one to tour. We're so deep into tour. Usually you've had at least a couple by now. So interesting.
Yeah.
11-minute opener of that set. I liked it a lot. I'm surprised. I guess I get your reasoning, liking it as a trio. Then it's different. Switching it over to that, so I could see where you could complain about that. But I always kind of like the page in the song. I don't know. It's like I said, it's one of those songs that kind of I like it as the opener because it gives you a little bit of get down time to get going. And then I thought Fuego after it was where the magic began in the set, really, like where we got our first taste of like last night's jams and like what got into it. So
I think that the reason that it is listed as a Trey song is because the first time it was played was by the Trey Anastasia band. So that's how that works on Fishnet.
That's how that works on Fishnet. Oh, okay. So Kev has a lot of disagreements with some of the things on Fishnet.
After tour, when Scott Marks comes back on, make sure that you ask him that question. He may explain it better because I'm going to have some questions about the last Fuego. But I will say that Fuego is their most consistent jam vehicle that produces interesting stuff that you don't hear them normally do. It never goes into the straight bliss thing. It's always got some angular stuff. They always explore several moods that are all darker.
It was I liked as soon as they went into it here because you're like in the 2 slot, it has a lot of room. Like we're going to get a long version of it because it's not in the encore. It's not in the end of the set where it's backed into a spot, or it's in a spot that's going to get some exploration, which is exactly what you got. And that middle section jam with the electronic stuff was so awesome. It sounded like the old Main Street Electrical Parade going, and I was like so excited. It was so cool. Like that was, oh my god, that we'll be re-listening to that tomorrow for sure. That was so sick. And then it went from that, like I said, like the Main Street Electrical Parade jam into like this bluesy riff type thing that he turned it into, and then it just like fucking got really fucking cool again. And then it almost sounded like they were going to go into fluff. Like it, when he started Sparkle, it had that little bit of that in it, which then started his kind of laughter and started the whole kind of roughness of that Sparkle to begin. But it ended in a fury like it always does. And they made up for it, and we're cracking up as Trey does when he fucks up. But yeah, that was a fun little 25 minutes there, 23 minutes there of Fuego Sparkle-ness. I really enjoyed that. That Fuego was... That was fun.
Yeah. I love Sparkle. Sparkle makes me happy. You were like, it sounded a little off, and I was like, I didn't notice. I was busy singing at the top of my lungs along with them, out of key, and probably singing it wrong myself. So
you're right there with them. They were right there with them. The only one that didn't find it amusing was Mike.
Right.
The other one's cracking up, and he was just like, God damn it, you fucking...
We're professionals here, guys. We're professionals.
Get your shit together,
we are.
guys.
Not at this moment. We are not. All right. Sense Subtle Sounds into Twist. I'll throw it out there as 2, but we'll go through each one. Masterclass highlighted the set for me even over the Fuego. They did the 3 best 2.0 songs over this run, and Sense is just, I don't know. It's so beautiful. I just I don't know. I hear it and I'm like, wow. It like sums up 2.0 in my mind. The chaos,
that's
the
just
uncertainty, and all that.
Totally. As soon as it goes into that jam and like that, because it has that moment too of like that real slow, almost boredom to it, you know, and you're like, oh yeah, this is like some of that shit into like you just, and then it just sort of flows through into this beautiful jam and like builds, and you're, oh yeah, and you're like, oh yes, and now the clarity and the brilliance, it's just, I love it. And 15 minutes was great.
And under the influence of Hendrix, all through that, I was
Fuego
too. It was like he took a big old helping Hendrix beforehand. You know how he does the pictures with the album sometimes?
Right, and stares at them in the
Fantasyland.
hallways. Yeah, exactly, and gets inspired completely. And again, every night we've had this really cool run of long jam songs in that like 2, 3, 4 spot with the whatever the opener is, kind of opening that gate, and then the next few songs following through with massive jams. Sometimes something mixed inside of it, like tonight you got the Sparkle in there. Last night we got the 7 Below put back in for the fuck up. So it's interesting how they've done that, and that sense into that twist was a lot of fun. And that twist jam again that was another 30 minutes right there.
Right. Nailed the entry. And Twist has been a very interesting case over this tour. 2 of them were pretty standard what you get with Twist. The one we got in the opening of the tour got really dark and all kinds of crazy places. And this one just got really pretty. It had these really pretty moments in it, but it didn't go bliss. It like was exploring a minor key pretty or something. I don't know.
That was the thing. You didn't get fully into that blissy twistiness of it. It stayed a little bit on the edge of that, which was really nice. Like a really cool exploration of that one. But that jam was, oh my, that was a good jam. Another good one. Like 3 great jams in that set. Like again, just fantastic, and all different, also uniquely different in what they did and how they presented it. It was just a lot of fun. Really cool.
And then Trey flipped the switch and decided to go into jukebox mode. Lizards. I love Lizards. The end of that, again, a beautiful just piece of music, the end of it. The extended outro, whatever you want to call it. It's just simply fantastic. I thought that was a great call. After the Twist, like revisiting some of the spaces that they had in Twist.
Yeah, the Lizards was a lot of fun. I was expecting it somewhere in this weekend with it. Just, I don't know, the way it was set up for it. With all the other tunes around it, it just felt like you would get it. And it was a great spot for it, and a fun 10-minute version of it. Like you said, it got a little bit extra into it. Yeah, good work bringing it out. Good work bringing it out tonight where it was, and then set up Shine a Light, which I wanted a Torn and Frayed there personally, but I'll take the Shine a Light any day. It's wonderful. It's such a great song. I wish they'd cover the Stones more, as I'm wearing my Stones shirt. But yes,
it jumped on me there. It might be. I have to think about that, about this being the best second set. Definitely the most interesting with the jams they did. Shine a Light is all kind of like my me with Queen Jane and the Grateful Dead. I'm like, it's the one Dylan song I don't like. This is the one Rolling Stone song that I'm just like, really? Of all the Rolling Stone songs in the world, you're gonna pick this? It sounds like gospel, like it's a Christian rock or something. Like it's a gospel tune.
I get it. And I hear you. Some people have opinions about the Stones. I know where you are with them and things anyway. I like it. I mean, there's other songs there that I miss, like an Oh Sweet Nothing, like I said, like Torn and Frayed, like some other ones that don't get, and this one doesn't get played a lot.
Daydream there. Moon Age Daydream.
Yeah. But right, I mean, it's such a good, it's because it doesn't get played a lot. I don't even know when was the last one. The last one was Bethel last year, and then Dick's the year before that. So it only gets it like once a year. You get it, and it's been 47 shows since they did it. So,
A+. I agree with that.
There you go. That's would not.
All right, Kill Devil Falls totally works as a set closer. I have no problem with it. I do not expect Kill Devil Falls to be any longer than that. And Tradus loves it. It's a straightforward type 1 rocker. Like you always say, you want the crowd on their feet screaming for more when you walk off that stage.
It's exactly what you want. You want your white lights blasted them in the face. You want them ready for the encore and buzzing as you walk off stage. And KDF does that. It leaves you there. I mean, it puts it there. There's other closers in that spot, but it suits it fine. I mean, it suits that role very well. I would have, just to throw in our setlist guru-ness, I would have put Pog there personally, because Pog
Right.
needs something in front of it. I feel like coming out of Shine a Light, Pog would have
Yeah,
been
that would have
perfect.
been. It's slower, right? It's a little.
Yeah, and to close it there and get everybody on, because that Pog was that was a good Pog that you got for 6 minutes. Like they took that out, and it was fast. Like once they got into it, it picked up a
not
speed.
fast. It was correct. Let's make
correct.
sure that we
right,
don't
exactly. That's what
normalize
I'll
it
say.
being
I'm just
slow.
right, because we've been bitching about it being so slow. It was correct, but it was correct, and you could have done that to close that set, which would have done that made everybody we got it to close it, and then you could have done a fee. I would have done like Fee Antelope and just screwed like SANTOS
And said, "Hey, we're out of here, right?"
Yeah, and just done Fee Antelope like they did at Dick's a couple years ago when they did Fee Yem to close that, to do the encore. Like that was sweet, like pure 1.0 goodness. Anyway, that's just a minor set list tweak, but getting Fee as the first encore, love it. Shoulda. You shoulda.
Fee, do you think it's awkward for Trey when you watch him do it? He does the microphone. I think it's just a pain in the butt for him to play the song because he has to go put the microphone down, play guitar for the chorus, go pick it back up to do the.
Well, he needs the dude that sets it out there to just bring it out on a stool before the encore, so he's got it right next to him, so he doesn't have to like set it all the way down on the ground. He can just set it right next to him
or hold it for him.
Again.
Have somebody come out and hold it for him.
No, that would be ridiculously hilarious, but no, you couldn't do that because I think he likes to have control. You know what I mean? He'd be like adjusting it as the guy's like holding it there. Like, stop, dude.
And we've talked about the Weekapaug. I was quite happy with the Weekapaug there. I like the idea of them doing mics in a set and doing the Weekapaug encore because they did that when 23 over the New Year's run.
Yeah. But what's weird to me, Kev, is to do it there but not have it close the show. Like you're putting it like usually when you do it like that, you know, it's kind of like as the
that's
like
gold. That's gold.
It's like it's like the other side of the parentheses, right? Like you have to like somewhere put that. So it's weird to put it there and then have SANTOS after it. It's almost, I mean, you couldn't really do SANTOS into. I guess you could do SANTOS into it, but it was just weird to me that then they, again, I didn't know if it was Trey like not timing out right or like what, but it was weird to like get the Pog and then the SANTOS because it felt like Pog should have closed the show if it was going to be put into the encore. So I don't know. It was a weird spot to then get that SANTOS after, but like 666 at the end. I mean, 18 minutes of fun, 3 songs. I love Fee. I mean, that's a great one
for SANTOS.
I'll be happy with it.
I've always been amazed that it's the one that survived.
I know. It's funny in intermission we were talking about
it. They always need a big set closer, so that's probably why.
Yeah, it's funny though. Like at Setlist when we were talking about that, and Llama wanted one, and we said, "Oh, that one." He's like, "I don't want that one." I think that's why he didn't show up because he got that to close it. But yeah,
Michael, in Maryland, it's Weekapaug with a hard G. I don't know about the rest of the country, but that's how we do things in Maryland.
You hard G it.
We hard
G and hard G's.
Yes, because we are hard G's. Oh man. Better than another 0. Yeah, better than another 0. Definitely, Rachel. Definitely. I have no issue with anything they did tonight. I think it might be the strongest of the 3 shows. I would maybe put last night up against it, but
yeah, I mean that would be the only competition last night's second set, especially. But I feel like tonight was a very solid show all around. Not a whole lot of complaints with anything, and some really great jams, really interesting set lists, and some fun different songs in there. So fun weekend in Chicago. Everyone that was there, I'm sure, had a blast. Like that's the other thing is, I know Dave's first show. I know a couple of people's first show. My buddies flew in for it too. Noogie's there. Fun. I'm sure if you were there, every night was awesome. Like, you know how it always is with attendance bias. Everything is buzzing, and you're like, how can you even not like it? It was fantastic. So I think if you were there,
it's on my list, right? If I'm going to go see Phish again, I think that's someplace I'd probably go.
Chicago Phish looks fun. I will say it definitely looks fun. So I'm sure those shows are a lot of fun being in there.
The venue seemed cool and good food.
Yeah, all around. Good run. Good fun 3 nights in Chicago. Good weekend. And now we move on. We got only 5 shows left. Oh my God, 5 shows left.
We're probably going to try to do a lot on Thursday. We will see how that works out. See if Tim is into it, because he is going the next night to SPAC, I believe, with the family. So
Oh,
thanks
he's
for
going
watching.
with
If you're watching